Hello, everyone.
Hey, Facebook.
Sharris and I are on the eve of our 18th year wedding anniversary. Tomorrow, February 24th,
Yeah,
we celebrate 18
18
wonderful
years.
years. So, we just want to do a short video and talk about, what it means to have, be 18, married 18 years,
Right?
and 18 years of marriage, has been just wonderful for us.
Yes.
It started off, for me and her, I believe too, right?
Yes.
Love at first sight.
Love at first sight. Yes. It's
And
real, ladies and gentlemen. It is. Definitely. We're blessed.
it's over the years we've really grown together. We grew up
Mm-hmm.
together. You were 17 and you
Yep.
turned 18 when we got married, right?
Yep.
She was 18 and I was 21, I think.
Yeah. 21.
You know, going on 22. And we did it, and
Yep.
we had a lot of opposition and, we made it through. And the big thing that we knew from the beginning is that, God destined us to be together.
That's right.
And I guess one important fact that we want to share with you guys to think about for those, starting out,
Yep.
those who've been married a long time,
Yeah.
those that maybe be dealing with some issues in their marriage right
Or
now.
maybe even thinking of marriage, just know that it is possible, because I know so many people are out there single or toying with the fact of, I just have a mate or somebody, but God wants us to be together as husband and wife and be together and make it beautiful. So, that's something me and Eric have done and grown closer together over the years and just become best friends. So know that it's possible, and know that marriage is real because without God, we wouldn't have this and our foundation wouldn't be it wouldn't be right without God. So, just have that companionship, that person you can play games with, enjoy, laugh, tell them anything. It's a beautiful thing. So, I encourage each and every one of you. We both do, and it's a beautiful thing to look back over our lives at this young. We're still very young in our age, but I think it's beautiful to say that we've been married 18 years and very successful. Yeah, it has its ups and downs, but you have to know to be able to come back and communicate is key. Definitely, and forgiveness,
Mm-hmm.
right? You
Mm-hmm.
know,
So, what would you say has been the best part of marriage?
the best part is waking up to you every morning and knowing that you got my back no matter what. If I ups and downs in life because we all go through that, and just knowing that somebody who's always gonna be there for you, always hold your hand and pick you up and encourage you, and just that's so beautiful to me. I love that, and
Mm-hmm.
that's definitely what you have been for me.
And I'll say for myself, just having someone that's committed, someone that loves you,
Yes.
somebody that just has your back to the, regardless of the
Mm-hmm.
situation. And that's something beautiful that we carry together. We support each
Right.
other, we love each other, and we've grown together. We've done so many things together.
Mm-hmm.
And it's beautiful to have somebody that, you can just work and do great things together with.
Yep.
And I've loved that,
Yeah.
in our business,
Mm-hmm.
with our children, doing different, events, that we've done
Right.
over the years. It's just been a great thing having someone that you work with and that you love,
Yes.
So I appreciate that. So Shars, hard, and be honest,
Mm-hmm.
what's hard about marriage? What are some of the struggles? What do you think has been difficult for us at times?
Yeah, I think knowing how to be open, with each other about certain things, especially when you first start out, it's, if you live on your own and then you come together and it's mending, bringing the two together and trying to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
So, being flexible,
Mm-hmm.
and just, not faulting the other person. You did this or you put that there, whatever, because we know that happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, just really just being flexible and being open minded, because
Mm-hmm.
it's, if you're a person who's super neat and then one person super junky, and then you come together and it's just a hot mess, it's, you guys are going to get on each other's nerves because it happens, right? So I think things like that, can be hard. And like I said, the communication, that's huge, maybe not sharing your feelings about something that you're super passionate about, but maybe you feel like your spouse isn't. That's another one too. I think, I think in anything, it could be, oh, I want to start a business, or I want to have a baby, or whatever that is, but maybe the other person may not have the same feelings, or they're like, I think we're good, and so all those things go into play. And so I think those are things you really have to be open-minded about and have an open heart, to listen to.
Yeah. No, I hear you. That's beautiful. And I'll share, difficulty, and I'm talking about myself. I'll say that, early in our marriage, at times, being very immature and not really understanding what it meant to be a husband at the time, getting caught up in being selfish, being focused on what I wanted to do. At times I know that I neglected you, and that's just being honest. And that was hard. We had, difficult moments there. And, but it's important that, we learned from that, and we've grown, and as much as I loved you when I first saw you, and to go, 4, 5, 6 years into your marriage and then get selfish, it can happen. Okay. And that's something that I warn for men, women, anybody to truly think about. You can get selfish, and then also with communicating sometime, not having that open ear to listen, listening to your spouse and hearing not only what comes out their mouth, but hearing their heart. Right. That's extremely important. And that's something that I've also had to learn, is to make sure that I'm attentive and that I'm listening, because if two people are going to be together and love each other in a relationship, it's extremely important that they hear each other, that they respect each other, that they listen to each other. That's right. That's good. Communication is the key, and the only way that you're going to have a successful marriage. So those have been two very important factors for me, having to learn. And, I appreciate those things. And I know one thing Sharris has really grown in is, excuse me, excuse me, is just being willing to share her heart. I know, in the beginning it was hard at times to share some things, right? Right. You're kind of used to not really sharing, certain intimate things on the inside. But, that's another thing, we've really grown and learned to open that, because, you got to share, right? Yeah. How has that been for you? I know that was hard for you.
It was, because, a lot of people don't know, but I'm very introvert myself, even though I'm a people person. But certain things that are personal to me or very serious, sometimes I hold back, maybe thinking like, oh, is it going to hurt your feelings? Or, different things like that. So I think those were things that maybe you wanted to do something. I was kind of like, I really don't want to do that, but we had to be, you always encourage me, babe, open your heart, I'm here to listen and I'm here to support you. So I think that was big for me. I think once I knew that you were my everything, you know what I'm saying? And we were just this my man right here, and so it was so real, that you were there and that you supported me and you were like pushing me just to communicate, and that's so important. I think that has made our marriage flourish so much, and it's been such a blessing, to have, when you have a free heart, to be able to speak what you want, and you can freely talk about anything, if it's good or bad, so I think that's so important to make sure that you have that, One thing too I wanted to talk about is, for you all single, married, engaged to be, is also the intimacy. Intimacy is so important in a marriage, because I think when you first get married, they say, what do they call the first year? What was it called? I forget what they call it. But it's like, the honeymoon stage.
Honeymoon stage.
There we
you
go.
go.
Thank you. It's been so long, you know, but we still have the honeymoon stage.
Most definitely.
But
That fire stage.
there you go. So, you know, it's so important that you don't lose that 1 year honeymoon stage. Please don't lose that, because your relationship can become stagnant. It can become dull, boring, you know, and so it's so important that you just really connect with each other, because when you connect as a couple, it's so beautiful. And you know, there's healing in the power of intimacy. You know, there's so many different stages of that. So, you know, wouldn't you say that's very important too?
Yeah, I agree. And it's kind of like, you know, when we first, as men, lay eyes on someone that we like, we're kind of in that hunting mindset where we are, you know, seeking, and we're really, what's the word for it? We're really,
What?
no, it's, I want to say that we are, let me say, I'll just use hunting, you know, but you're going after a person with passion, and you're passionate about it, and you're seeking that person. You want that person in your life, and you want to capture their attention. So if you're really serious about that, you got to continue that, because usually it's those types of things that, you know, the person likes, the fact that you seek them out,
Right.
that you,
Yeah.
you know, that you truly go after them in a passionate way. So when you get them to marry you, you have to continue those things. You know,
Right.
it's never stop doing the things that brought you together.
Yeah.
And those are mistakes that I personally made, and things that I had to go through and we had to fix. You know what I mean?
We both did, I think, you
Yeah.
know, because you get comfortable, you
Yeah.
know, so don't get comfortable, you know,
No.
be comfortable with each other. But when it comes to your relationship and how
Yeah.
much you want to see it succeed,
That's right.
don't get comfortable, because, you know,
You have to maintenance it.
yeah, you have, just like a car, you know,
That's
it's
right.
not going to drive well if you just, you know, drive it off the lot, you know, get your new wheels, get it tinted, and making it look all pretty. You
That's
know,
right.
we do that, right, to keep our appearance up.
That's right.
But the inside still has to be taken care of.
That's
So
right.
just make sure that we are focusing on each other. Even that's, you know, the communication, that's the intimacy, the affection, that
right.
the words of affirmation. You
That's
know,
right.
you mean everything to me. You know, you are so handsome today, looking fly as you do going to work. You
That's
know,
right.
I mean, you got to build your spouse up. That's so important, because if you don't know you're a king and a queen, then
That's right.
you're not, you
Yeah.
know, and so it's so important. So just be encouraged with this, because, you know, it's so beautiful. You know, we got 3 beautiful children now, and it's just a blessing. I'm just so blessed, and I'm
That's right.
just looking forward to so many years with this man, and just been a blessing. I'm just blessed. So we definitely just wanted to share this with you guys and encourage you. It was definitely on our hearts to do this.
That's right.
We've been wanting to kind of do more of this, and, you know, just kind of been super busy. But you know what? This is such an important matter, and to both of us and to you guys as well. So please be encouraged. And, you know, if God is, you know, in the midst of everything, you know, it's going to succeed. But when you start putting yourself in it, it's not. So be encouraged on that, you know?
Yep. And just remember to always love
Yes,
and show respect,
that's right.
you know, and honor one another. That's the only way, you know,
right.
and that's what God would want us to do,
Yeah.
you know. So, you know, we just wanted to, again, celebrate 18 wonderful years together. I love you.
I love you.
Mwah. And we appreciate all you out there, and we're always praying for our friends and family, and even those that we don't know that are in relationships, because relationships is something that's extremely important to us.
That's right.
So, you know, we just pray blessings over you all, and that you find and that you find that person in your life
That's right.
that does it for your heart,
That's
and that
right.
you guys make that commitment and love, you know, for
Yep.
forever.
It's life changing.
It
I'm
is
telling you,
life-changing.
it's life changing. So do it. Get on board.
That's
but
right.
Stay on board.
Stay on board.
All
Stay
right.
committed.
That's right.
All right.
All right. Peace out.
Take care.